worst movie of 2026. And I know I've been a while for some time and I'm not doing a gaming video right now, but I just saw this movie and I want to talk about it because wow, I was disappointed. So let's just get right into this movie. So you may think, oh, is it Mercy? No, it's not the Super Mario movie. It's not even Bride or Send Help, all of which of these movies are mid to bad. In my opinion, the worst movie as of right now in 2026 is Disclosure Day. And even though it has good rating on Rotten Tomato, a great cast, and then a famous and incredible director, it just there's so many bad things about the movies. But first off, I want to talk about the good things of the movie, and that is of course the two main actors here. Those were actually pretty good. I like the acting, especially the first 20 movies of the film. I actually thought were pretty good and were building up to something great. I want to give praise to the actress here. I think she was amazing. I don't know her name, but I think she did a pretty good job. But yeah, the first act, first 20 minutes of the movie actually gave me expectations of something that was going to be good and something that was interesting, but that just didn't turn out. So next we have the things that was pretty mid. And first up we have Emily Blunt. I've seen a lot of people talk about like she's deserving an Oscar, and when I was watching the movie, I just felt Oscar bait. I felt like the acting was pretentious and not in the slightest any good. I also feel the actor below here, him, he was like some guy just being in the same room, recording and going back and forth. I feel like when we went to him, it was a waste of time, uninteresting. And I know he's a good actor. I seen him in Euphoria, so I know he can do more. But he was just given a role where he just has to walk back and forth and take calls and say, "Destroy your phone, destroy your phone." Oh, you know where to go. And then another really mid thing is the entirety of Act Two. So uninteresting and bad acting in general, except the main two actors, or and not Emily Blunt in this case. But yeah, like they didn't show how to solve the problem. In the first act, we know already it's about aliens. Now that we know, like there's nothing more. Like the payoff is supposed to the entire human race getting to know this, but like you just don't care. But now, the truly bad of this movie. First off, the villain. What the hell happened with him? He's an amazing actor. I remember him from Kingsman. He's so good, but here he was just idiot. Like he did the most stupid thing, basic, badly written, and then in the end he just like, oh, now I give up because I can't stop it. So he spent 35 years of his life, he says himself, trying to stop this from getting out. And then when he can actually stop it, he's just like, well, I don't really care. The second thing is the aliens. We know it's about, revealing to the world the aliens and stuff like that. But like, and we're supposed to feel like sympathetic, like care for them, but we just don't. We see a clip in the start where like one of the aliens is getting mistreated, and then that should be enough for us to, oh no, the aliens have been so bad. And then in the end, we get a montage with this news reporter reacting, which is also kind of bad acting. But yeah, but we get this montage, right? And in this montage, it's just like, oh, alien crash here, it's supposed to make us feel even more sad, even though when you look at it, now it's going to be even a lot more spoilers from outside of the trailers. But like the two main actors, Emily Blunt and I can't name the other person, basically they've basically either been created or was manipulated by the aliens, which is basically they take two children. If they like change their mind and didn't make them themselves, they basically just force two children to do experiments without their consent, which is a crazy thing to allow. Like what? And if they made them, they just made two human beings. So like they're so OP. And also in the end, like the let me show you. Let me go back. He like the character in the bottom here, him. He basically brings in an alien, and then the alien goes up and talks to them. But why couldn't the alien do that himself in the start? Like, why did they have to do all this to prepare everybody, the aliens? Like, it makes zero sense. If you already knew you have an alien, why would you use her? And the technology they have, it's so advanced. So couldn't they find another way than to take two children and just force them to do stuff? Like the plot is so bad, the villain is so bad, and the powers don't even make sense. So Emily Blunt, right? She gets the power to basically every single person that looks at her can see the person they love the most. So basically, they cannot stop her. Like if they try to go against her, they just see like the person they love the most, and she can speak all languages and stuff like that. And this guy here, his ability, he's good at IT, and he can understand the aliens. Like what? It makes zero sense. And why were they chosen? We don't find out why they were chosen. If it was random, we don't even know if they were created or what. And then the entire point is like, oh, the payoff is the humans getting to know. But I don't feel that payoff because I already knew from the start. So overall bad. That's why if I had to give it a rating from 1 to 10, I'm giving it 3. Disappointing in many ways, not a lot of good points, and I am sorry to say, but if you like it, I'm happy for you, but this movie was a total miss for me. Absolutely miss. Well, I just want to say thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video where we'll be back to gaming some more.